Welcome to another video by Stan's Auto Repair. If you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Today, mass airflow sensor, 3.5 liter Ford engine that is in police interceptors, Tauruses, and multiple other things. Today, this is the 2013 model, and the mass airflow sensor location and the tool that is needed to remove it. You do not have to disassemble anything, except you'll need a T20 like screw driver type thing, or you could have another thing where it has attachments where you can pop these in. Two T20 bolts right here. First thing you want to do, put that up in the corral because I've already dropped it down there. That was fun retrieving it. But anyways, you have a red clip that's down here. Pull this out, pull that. Then all you do is loosen these two screws here. I'll just show you. It's very simple. You just loosen both of these, and then this one down here also. All right, once you have both the screws out down that little cubby, you can pull it out. Now, as you can see, you have two holes there. You flip there, you got the hole there, and then you have the wire. You'll want to use your CRC cleaner if you're getting like a P1101, and you'll want to spray this 15 times. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you're going to make sure that this dries. Wipe off any residual, but be careful not to touch that wire in there. Reinstalling it is just as simple as putting it back in. Now, this is a Motorcraft sensor. I'm cleaning it because I get the P111 or the P1101. Now, when you go to put these screws back in, you don't want to lose them. Kind of put her in, finger start it. You don't have to do it all the way with your finger. Finger start it. Okay, I'm gonna tighten those down. You can't over tighten these screws, because if you do, you're just gonna break stuff. But just snug it up, and that gasket that's back there, over time it can get flat, which can cause air to seep in through here and cause off a misreading. This is the original equipment. So, and then you just pop that back in, snap, clip, clip. And then start the car, run it. Symptoms that a mass airflow sensor malfunctioning: hard start, rough idle, sluggish going up hills, like a accelerating sometimes can cause a feel. Some people think it's the transmission. There is another sensor that can kind of mimic these things. That would be your not your mass airflow sensor, but your oxygen sensor. Also, misfiring can also cause that issue, or a bad coil pack. But if you have the code P1101, it points directly at this. So if you clean it, then basically, and it's still doing it, then this sensor is going out. If it is completely out, you can also do a test by unplugging it while the engine's running. If the engine doesn't buck or stall when you unplug it, then that means the system is in a bypass mode that's running at a pre-programmed thing if this sensor fails. That's for some cars. Ford sometimes will not start if this system goes out, but they can still. Last thing before I end this video, the only parts I've been able to find is the Ford still makes this for their vehicle, and it's around $117 to $170 for that sensor. You can get one from AutoZone, Napa, and Advanced America. Not Advanced America. regardless. I hate living in a tourist town. This road's so busy since I put cabins on it. Anyways, it's roughly about 77 for the Dorman model. All right, y'all, I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for being a viewer. And just to let you know, my channel is over 12 years old now. This June, I celebrated my 12th year. My channel started with a 99 Ford Taurus with the double overhead cam, practically the same engine that's in this car now. And here I am with a 2013 model when I believe they brought them back out. It's practically same engine, same model, in a sense as my 99 Sport SEL. Love the car. All right, I'll catch y'all in the next video. All right, folks, don't buy the Duralast AutoZone mass airflow sensor. There's the code DL-3088. Don't waste your time or your money, because it is not even close to equivalent for OEM. As you can see, there's on the Motorcraft, the actual sensor part is there. On the Duralast, it's down here. Two, if you look, the connections right here where it sets in are different. Even on the front here, see, they're nowhere even close to being identical. So I would suggest sticking with the Motorcraft, because this sensor here does nothing but cause more problems. The vehicle will run with it, but you will have tons of hesitation and jumping around, because it does not seal. You will literally have a really big evap leak around right here. So stay with your OEM, because not all aftermarkets are the same. And as you just seen, I put that in correctly. The silver part goes down, and then when this tightens up, it seals up. This is the OEM, this is the garbage aftermarket. Do not use this. All right, that's my tidbit for you guys. After explaining how to, remove it, take it, replace it, just letting you all know ahead of time. Thank you for watching, and like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.